For a new police chief in New Orleans has moved on to the next step. There are now 3 finalists after interviews by 11 community stakeholders. But even before we revealed that list earlier today, many officials were left scratching their heads about the process, as well as one of those final candidates. Investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein explains.
And so I would just ask, is this someone, that you want protecting and serving and policing your streets of New Orleans?
Jindia Blunt is talking about Cedric Andrus Sr., who fatally shot her unarmed brother, Juan May, in 2014 after an argument on a party bus in Texas. Andrus, who was off duty, was cleared of wrongdoing by a grand jury and continued his police career, recently getting and losing the job as police chief in Henderson, Nevada. Multiple sources today named Andrus as one of 3 finalists in the national search for the city's new police chief. The other 2 are interim NOPD Chief Michelle Woodfork and former Oakland Chief Ann Kirkpatrick. Blunt questions how Andrus is on that list.
But I just employed them to go and speak to the citizens of Henderson, Nevada, where he was most recently the chief of police, who voted in almost a landslide, no confidence in his leadership ability.
Blunt witnessed her brother's death, and with Andrus now surfacing as a finalist in New Orleans, she wrote this warning letter to Mayor Cantrell and the city council.
But as a family, we have to relive this, and this wound gets reopened every time someone sends us this.
She's far from the first person to raise questions about the search, which is being conducted by a national police organization, IACP. Council Vice President Helena Moreno wrote this letter Friday saying she will not vote to confirm the mayor's choice unless there is more transparency about the process. Councilman Joe Giarrusso echoed his concerns today.
What are the other candidates? Are they worse than the 6 who are there? Or are there people in that mix who ought to have been in the 6 who were excluded for some reason? We don't know.
All right, so Mike, what happens next with this?
Well, there are a lot of moving parts. This list of 3 is by no means the final list. You still had the mayor's inner circle also interview these same 6 semifinalists. They'll come up with their own list to forward to the mayor. And remember, key step, whatever person the mayor chooses then goes to the city council for a confirmation hearing. With all of this, that is shaping up to be perhaps quite heated.
All right, lots of lists going around, so we'll see what shakes out in the wash.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Mike. I know you're going to stay on top of it.